There probably isn't a city in Russia or a city in Israel that is not served by Rabbi Yechiel Eckstein and his wife Joelle. Can I please have everybody's attention? Ultimately, Chamah is about people. The people it helps. 20,000 elderly people, Holocaust survivors, in Israel and in Russia, globally, are helped over the last 20 years because of the generosity and the commitments and the tireless efforts of Rabbi Yechiel Eckstein, his wife Joelle, and their family. This is indeed an honor well-deserved, an honor often refused. We are really delighted that Rabbi Eckstein chose to accept the honor tonight. It really is a privilege for Chamah and for everybody in this room. I'd like to call upon Rabbi Zaltzman, Gerta Ellenson, and of course, our tremendous honorees, Rabbi Eckstein and Joelle. A big round of applause, please.
The Talmud says, Emor ma'at va'aseh harbe. Say a little bit and do a lot. I began the fellowship 40 years ago to build bridges of understanding and healing and cooperation between Christians and Jews around the world. For the past 15, 20 years, we have raised and given to help the people of Israel, the people of the former Soviet Union. We help Christian refugees from Syria and from Iraq who are in Jordan. And every year, thank God, we help between 1.4 and 1.5 million people. That's not a tribute to me. That's a tribute to our donors. We have 1.6 million Christian donors all over the world who seek, like our guest of honor, who seek to be a blessing to Israel and the Jewish people, and who seek to change the course of history. Whereas for 2,000 years, Christians and Jews were enemies. Jews were persecuted. Today, Christians and Jews have come together to bless 1.4 or 5 million people each year. And in these past 20 years, we have raised $1.5, $1.6 billion. Chamah is a key ingredient to what we do. When I first discovered Chamah, when I visited there 20 years ago, 25 years ago, I was so impressed by them that we started to fund Chamah on an annual basis. I will not speak long. In fact, I'm not going to speak. They asked me to sing a song instead. I think they think that my singing is better than my speaking. But Joelle and I and our millions of donors who seek to help these elderly Jews who I've seen and maybe you haven't seen. These elderly Holocaust survivors who are sitting on some fourth floor tenement in Kiev or in Russia. They can't get out. They don't have money for heat in the winter. They don't have food. They don't have medicine. And Chamah is the angel who comes to their door. I want to conclude by saying something. I was thinking about it after all these years. We owe groups like Chamah our thanks because they do the work on the ground that we wish we could do, that we are supposed to be doing. But how many of us can bring medicine, can bring food to thousands of elderly Jewish people who are in need, to Christians who are refugees from their countries? And so Chamah deserves our thanks. I know Chamah thanks us as donors, but it's much easier to write a check than it is to do the actual work. And so I would like to declare, or to say, that this year the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews is going to give a gift of $900,000 to Chamah. I'll be back. Thank you. Whoa, thank you. Yeah. What happened to the chair? Please join me in singing, "May he who brings peace in the heavens bring peace to us, to Israel, and to the world." Actually, I do want to say something before this. Today was the first time I went to see the memorial where the Twin Towers were. I think it's called Liberty, Freedom. And I was reminded that the battle against terrorism affects us all, and we need to come together to protect our civilization. May he who brings peace in the heavens bring peace to us. O Hoseh Shalom Bimromav Hu Yas Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'imru Amen. Everyone, Yaseh Shalom, hey, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. Israel. He will bring shalom. He will bring shalom to us and all the world. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. He will bring shalom. He will bring shalom to us and all the world. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Thank you. Toda rabah.